Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Almost through the end of the week, yay. So it's a beautiful morning here in Portland. Sun is shining through the windows in my new kitchen. And I am whipping up some homemade breakfast sausage. So currently I'm following a diet to clear up some gut issues. So I'm doing something called a low FODMAP diet for SIBO, which is small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. So that means that I can't have some specific, normally really healthy and delicious fruits and vegetables and other foods, including, hey there Connie, including onions and garlic, which is like in everything. So you can imagine, hey Dima, so I have to cook everything myself basically. It's been kind of a struggle to eat out just because you know, you don't really know. A lot of things are seasoned with like onion powder and garlic powder. Hey there. So I am making my own breakfast sausage this morning, and so I'm going to flip the camera around and show you what I've got going on here. So in this bowl I had a pound of ground dark meat turkey. I've also made this with ground pork, which is, you know, traditional and really delicious. I just decided to switch it up this week. Hey there. And get some ground turkey. I do recommend, if you're going to do like ground turkey or chicken, to get dark meat, just because it's going to be more juicy and more flavorful, and it's still really lean and really good for you. Thanks for the hearts, whoever's doing that. So what I had in here was a pound of ground turkey, and then I've added in 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. I like to use Redmond real salt. My bag's empty. Just because it's natural, full of really good vitamins and minerals, so I like to use that, but any salt's fine. I've got 1/2 teaspoon of cracked black pepper. I like it freshly cracked. A teaspoon of sage. Sorry, my throat is tickling. I need some water. That's the thing about live videos, huh? Okay. So a teaspoon of sage, a teaspoon of thyme. Hello, I don't know what that means. 3/4 of a teaspoon of paprika, 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. I like to get whole nutmeg and grate it myself with a microplane. You can get it pre-ground, whatever you have, but that's just my preference. I like the flavor better. And then for a little kick, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne, which you could do more, you could do less, or you could leave it out if you don't like spice, but I promise 1/4 teaspoon's not that spicy. So, oh, thanks for sharing. So I mixed that all in here, just got my hands in there, mixed it really, really well so the spices were all evenly distributed. And so that's what's going on in there. So there are a couple different methods for making these. One thing I tried last week for the first time was actually baking them. You know, normally, hi, I'm in Portland. Hello from Calgary. One thing I tried last week was actually baking them in the oven, which was really convenient because it left the stove open for me to do more food prep. So I was getting a lot of food prep done. So what I did was bake them in a muffin tin. So I am a little OCD. You'll get to know me better and learn that. So I like all my things evenly sized. It's also good just in terms of like even cooking method. Everything's going to cook at the same time because they're all the same size. So I like these portion scoops. I have a whole bunch of different sizes of them for, like, you know, cookies and things, ice cream. Hello. Thanks for joining, everyone. So I like to get these portion scoops. I pick these up at like restaurant supply stores rather than go to like Sur La Table or something like that that's going to charge you an arm and a leg. These are really heavy duty and are going to last you, and they come in a bunch of sizes. So I picked this up at Cash and Carry here in the Portland area. I don't know if you have those where you are, but any restaurant supply store. So I like to use these to scoop. This is going to be hard to do one-handed again, so get in there. Okay, so you'll get a nice scoop, and then an option is to put each of these scoops into your muffin tin, maybe flatten them down a little bit. You shouldn't need any oil or grease just because there's a good, you know, enough fat in the meat that it's not going to stick. If you had some like really lean ground turkey, you might want to grease the pan a bit, or make sure you're using a non-stick muffin tin. And then bake at 350 for like 15 to 20 minutes, just depending. You want the juices to run clear. Aw, thanks for all the love. I love seeing those hearts. And then if you want, you can also just make patties. You know, you could take a scoop of this and form it in your hand into a patty and just pan fry it like you would normally do for sausage. Or if you have a recipe that calls for ground sausage, like, you know, a soup or a chili or something, you could use it for that. And then this is my other OCD trick. Like I said, I like things perfect. This is a patty press. Again, I got this at a restaurant supply store, and it's for making like perfectly shaped hamburger patties if you have a restaurant. So you want to use these patty packs, again, at the restaurant supply store, or you could just use some like saran wrap or whatever you got going on. And you put the meat in the center, and then another patty pack on top, and then you squish it so you get a nice, evenly formed patty. And this ground turkey is just like super sticky. I don't know why, but there you go. You can fry those up and you've got breakfast. So if you need the recipe, I'll probably be posting it over on my Instagram for the spice blend. My Instagram handle is @Carly, C-A-R-L-Y, S629. So go follow me over there as well, and I'll be posting the recipe, and it'll show up on my Twitter as well. I always cross post there. But thanks for watching. Have an awesome Thursday, everyone. Bye-bye.